Polls just closed in the New York primaries, and all eyes are on the mayoral race. Former Governor Andrew Cuomo was long believed to be the favorite to win the Democrat primary, but in the last few weeks, a young progressive upstart has been gaining momentum. Zoran Monami, a 33-year-old New York State Assemblyman, pulled ahead in recent polls. He may end up winning the election. The entire national media will act like this is a surprise, but you heard here first on the Matt Gaetz Show from a very astute political activist that this was a candidate on the rise.
So yeah, I think the upstart won. I think Zoran Monami won. I think he did very well. I think he put Andrew Cuomo on the back burner, and I was the first one to come on here and say that Andrew Cuomo was going to easily walk away with this primary, but it seems like he's got a bit more of a fight on his hands than even I would have thought.
Rejoining the program after having predicted the rise of this upstart candidate, he is the host of Loud Majority Live, Kevin Smith. So, Kevin, what does the city of New York look like under the leadership of this 33-year-old far, far left socialist progressive in the event that he pulls out this victory?
You know, it's going to get so much worse. It's going to be so much worse than it is, especially with the supermajority in the city council. We're really in a weird spot where Andrew Cuomo is the lesser of two evils. But I worry what is going to happen to my beloved city under this candidate. And look, I want to say I don't like him. I think he's a communist. He's quite terrifying. But watching his rise in the polls has been impressive. He's got the Philadelphia Democratic Socialists of America out there knocking on doors for him right now. He's bringing in the forces from everywhere. And this upstart candidate has really shown something in the last couple of weeks.
Does it surprise you that the giants of New York politics, Schumer, AOC, Hakeem Jeffries on the Democrat side, haven't weighed in to either boost this candidate or save the Democratic Party from a 33-year-old socialist who doesn't know anything about governing?
Well, not really, because Bernie Sanders came out and endorsed him. He's getting all the play from the usual suspects on the left, but it just shows that the sort of neoliberal era is really over. Like we're seeing, on the right with all the neocons really not doing very well on our side as well. So watching the sort of movement of the old guard into the new on both sides of the political aisle has really been something to see. Of course, the people on the far left side are incredibly dangerous.
We can't have a conversation about the New York mayor's race without including the incumbent, of course. Whoever prevails in this contest between Cuomo and Monami goes on to face Eric Adams. Do you think that if you get the Cuomo loss, that some of his voters might actually end up voting for Eric Adams in the upcoming general election?
Absolutely. I think that a lot of people, particularly older voters, Jewish voters, are terrified of Monami. So I think that if Cuomo loses, I think Adams has a real shot to be able to win re-election. Or if Cuomo wins, does Monami get the working families line and we've got a four-way race? And then it's anybody's ballgame.
Oh, wait. Explain that. Somebody can lose in the Democratic primary and then still reemerge like a phoenix from the political ashes in the general election?
Yeah, he can be endorsed by a fourth party in the general election, the Working Families Party, which is basically the Communist Party, which would fit him more accurately than the Democratic Party. Then we got a four-way race, and then it's all hands on deck for Curtis Lewa.
It is always a brawl in New York politics. Kevin Smith, thank you for seeing the future a little bit on this one and for joining us with your expertise and analysis.
Thank you so much.